So hey guys, hey. Before my husband comes home, I thought I would make a video before he comes home, and he probably is gonna call me in a few minutes. He always calls to let me know he's coming, so he doesn't scare me when he starts coming into the house. I'm that African woman. So, but anyway, I thought I could make a video before he comes home, and we also, like I said, we are going on vacation, so I don't want my channel to be sleeping when I'm on vacation, right? So today I want to talk about my non-negotiables for 2026. And some of these things I've already been doing, but I became lazy. Life was lifing, things happen, and I let go of some of these things. So this is what going to be, these are my non-negotiables for 2026. And yeah, let us see. Number one is my peace, guys. If you have been here for a long time, you know how much I talk about protecting my peace. It's so important to me because I don't like things that cause me to take me out of my peace balance. Can I say that? I don't like things that make me don't feel at ease. I don't like things that don't give me peace. And if you've been here for some time, you remember I said when I was looking for a spouse again, the important thing was somebody who gave me peace. And like I told you guys, Yan gives me my peace. So yeah, protecting my peace, and it doesn't matter who it is, relative, friend, best friend, anybody who's coming in my life and affecting my peace, I'm going to block them. I'm going to remove them from my life. I already did with one of my followers, my viewers. She was she was not coming in peace, that lady. So I hope she don't come back on the channel with another name. So protecting my peace, I think if you don't think about that often, because sometimes we just move along and we don't think about things that are important in our life. We are just like moving like a river, just flowing. We just flowing with the flow. But sometimes take a step back and think of the things that important in your life. Think of the things that can make your life better. And one of the things is like having peace. Sometimes some of us, we are around people who disturb our peace, and we're just like, oh yeah, but it actually annoys you, it actually irritates you, it actually affects your mental health, and then you are just like, yeah. So protecting my peace, that's not negotiable. And if you've been here, I talk a lot about that, and I mean it when I say it. It don't matter who you are, I am removing you from my life if you're disturbing my peace. Okay. And the next thing is balancing my hormones. And I don't know, like, balancing your hormone is very difficult. It's very, very, very difficult to balance our hormones. Like, a lot of people go around with their hormones that are not in balance. Like, even teenagers, I had people say, like, teenagers, they act the way they act because of the hormones. And why doesn't anybody know how to help the teenagers balance their hormones? The same thing, like us, we're in menopause. And I can tell you, like, ever since I started taking my HRT, and guys, if you not take HRT, if you don't think it works, it's good for you. But I can tell you, like, I have been feeling much better. I told my husband during summertime, I said, I'm feeling much better. But maybe it's the sun, maybe it's the D vitamin. But now we are in January. It's been in November, December. Now we're in January, and I'm still feeling much better. So I'm not joking about that. There are some things I do forget. I don't forget taking my hormone, and my hormone is it's like a small gel. I put it on in the night before I go to bed. Sometimes I have forgotten, but that has been very, very rare because I know how important it is. And I've had some women say that, like, if they skip for some days, they can already feel it. So that's something like, I have already packed. Yes, I'm going on vacation. I've already taken the 7 of them, put them in a bag. It's so important. Like, I have them. I don't know what I'll do if I forgot them. So, and also, like, I take kefir. I eat things that I know that are good for my gut also. So I take a lot of kefir, I take a lot of Greek yogurt, and I'm very, very focused on, like, food I'm eating. Like, it's good for my hormones, it's good for especially because a lot of our problems sometimes they start in our gut. So I'm doing a lot of things like that are good for my gut, and not eating things that are not good for my gut. Yes, I still eat bad things, but I focus so much on taking things like are good for my gut. So that's very, very important. And another thing is, like, non-negotiable is my health. When I speak about health, it means like my weight loss journey. And guys, people are gonna come here, oh Mila, you look good, you have, yeah guys, I do have that visceral, I think it's called visceral fat on my stomach. I have that, the unhealthy fat. I might look good up here, I might look like my bum looks nice, my legs look nice, but I have the visceral fat that is very, very dangerous. So when I say losing weight, I don't say because I want to lose weight to look good in my clothes. I know even with the weight, I know I can still look good in clothes, but I want to get rid of that visceral fat. What is it called? Please don't come for me. I'll write it here what I mean. That fat around your belly, the very, very unhealthy fat. I do have that. And I have to get rid of that. And how do I have to get rid of that? Eating healthy and moving my body. Non-negotiable, moving my body. I have to go out. And I'm trying not to make myself like these big, big goals that are unachievable. So I'm saying like at least if I'm out of to the gym at least 3 times a week, and my steps, if I have my steps in like my 10K steps at least 3 times a week. I would love to do it 5 times a week, but if I can do it 3 times a week, we all have to start in small baby steps. Because if you've not been doing something and then you're like, if you have not been walking, if you have not been training, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week, or I'm going to walk at 10K steps every day, then you're gonna fail. So I want to make I want to make those small things. I want to make those achievements like small, small steps. And if I'm like, wow, I've been able to do 10K 3 times a week, then I can go on to do like 4 times. But I said, like, when I'm on my off days, like I said in one of my videos, on my days off, I want to have 10K before 10 o'clock. And I know because it takes some time, guys, to walk 10K steps. I did it today, and like I had walked 1 hour on a treadmill. Maybe I should walk faster. I should try to walk faster. Maybe then I can get in the steps more. I don't know. I'm walking on maybe a slowly. That's why I'm not getting in the steps quickly. But I walked an hour and I only had like 5,500. The rest I went out and walked in the road. But my health, because I have been like, oh, this, oh, that, buying bigger trousers, buying bigger dresses. No, I don't want to do that anymore. I know what I can do, and I don't want to to give menopause the fault. Like I don't want to say like it's because of, yes, of course it's the menopause. Like we're putting on the weight very quickly, but until I go to the gym, until I walk as much, until I do all I can do and then nothing is happening, I'm not going to blame it on the menopause. Because I think a lot of us, we find things to blame, like, oh, it's the menopause, oh, it's the stress. Yes, menopause makes it harder, but I think if we try to live healthy, it's hard, but you have to do it. So before I do all these things, like go to the gym and lift and all that, and the weight is not going, then I'll say it's the menopause, and then I'll be depressed. Because if I work so hard in the gym and nothing is happening, then I'll be depressed. So my non-negotiable is my health. And I think people are like, oh, people talk about that all the time. No. Because I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse. I know about the body. I know about what happens in our body. Like all the fat in our body, what it does to us. I'm a nurse. I should know better, right? So. And also going outside, because like I don't only want to go to the gym, I want to go get that fresh air. It's very important, especially if you live in Europe. In the winter time we have this heat on, and at work you're inside, you sit in the car in the heat, you come home, it's the heat. So going outside is non-negotiable for me, and I've been doing that. I have the clothes for it. I have the good warm clothes for it. I just have to go around the block. I don't have to go very far. Just go out, get some fresh air. It's good for me, good for my skin. Yeah, good for my mental. And another thing is my vitamins. Yes, I take my vitamins, but I've been not so good. Sometimes I'm so tired, and then like, oh my god, it's late, or I forget them. Now like I have them where I can see them. I've stopped putting them away. I put them on the counter table, and then like when I'm about to eat dinner, I see that they're there. I always, like when I'm making my lunch, going to work, It's one of the things, like I'm making my lunch, I'm making my tea and everything, then I'm remembering my vitamins. Also, I've been doing very well, but before, let me say, like during summertime, I was forgetting, but now I am not forgetting. And the only way I can forget, like sometimes at work we are so busy, then sometimes I have forgotten. But I've also, like, what should I do? I put them in the bag where I have everything. If I took avocado, if I took some of the things, I have this small white bag where I have my lunch. I put it in there, so when I'm going to eat lunch, I just pick up that bag, then I know it, and I don't remove that bag to put it away before I've taken my vitamin. So especially by D vitamin, guys. And if you live in Europe, if you live in a cold country and you're not taking, and you're dark skin woman like me, and you're not taking your D vitamin, oh my goodness, you're going to be in trouble later. And if you're 30, you're younger, you're 20, and you have dark skin, and you're not taking your D vitamin, you're going to pay a big price later, guys. Start taking your D vitamin, because your D vitamin, if you don't take, it's going to go in and affect your mood. It's going to affect your bones and everything, Take your D vitamins, and then figure out if you need to take some calcium with it. But vitamins, start with the D vitamin. Not only women, men, everybody, who, especially for you who are dark skin women like me. So I think also why I'm feeling much better is because of the hormones, and I've also been really, really good with my vitamins, the ones I do take. All right. And another thing is not surrounding myself with negative people. I don't want that. I don't like, for me, like, people who are negative, it affects me so much being around negative. And like they say, people's mood, they like the smitter, how we say it in Danish, you're affected. Somebody smile, they affect you with a smile, and you smile. If somebody is very negative, they affect you with their negativity, and you start feeling it, So, and I'm that person, I get affected so much when people are so negative. I cannot stand people who are so negative. So I cannot be around people who are negative. I just feel like my whole mood is ruined, for the whole day, So being around people who are so negative, if you're negative, and especially don't come here on this channel with your negativity. We only like peace. We are past that. We are old, okay? We are 40s. We are in our 50s. We don't have energy for that. We like our peace. So if you come here and you're bringing your negativity, I understand if you're young, but if you're up in the ages, and you're still negative, lady, wake up and stop that. Stop the negativity. I don't want that in my life. Everybody always negative. And even my husband, when he starts like being negative, I don't, no, we are not going there. We're not going there, because I don't want that. So we're going to stay positive, and we're going to remove people who are negative from our lives. Do that to yourself also. You feel much better. And I mean, when I say that, like, even if you're my friend, even if you're my family, and you're like, I know people in my life here, like, who are so negative, like, even calling them, like, it's like so negative. And no, I'm not doing that. I just leave you there, and I don't call, because I don't want the negativity to affect me. Life is too short to have stuff like that in our lives. And another thing, not putting energy, my time and energy in people who are not doing the same. Those one-sided friendships, those one-sided relationships, I am not doing that. So I think I've already been cutting out people from my life, because I don't want to be the one who is always calling. I don't want to be the one who is always asking, when should we do something? I don't want that. And if people are not prioritizing me, I'm not prioritizing them. I am putting my time and energy in people who put time and energy in me, and even and that means maybe there are going to be very few of those, but that's what I'm going to do. Because I also know some of my friends, like, we have the same habits. Like, it goes long time and I have not heard from them, and there goes long time they have not heard from me, but we are thinking about each other. And when we do talk, we are like, oh, this happened, but we both know, like, oh yeah, we are busy, but we do make the time at some point. But there are those people who you are always the one who is calling, you're always the one who is traveling to see them. They don't want to come to visit you, especially if you live in the outskirts like I do. So no, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. But some of these things I've already been doing, but I'm letting you know, maybe you can be inspired to do the same. All right. Yeah, and I think one of the things, going back to taking care of myself, is not letting myself go. I think I've let myself go a little bit. I do dress up when I come here on the channel, and also do dress up when you're going somewhere. I still do my best, but I've always liked fashion. I've always liked dressing up. But again, I think that's the whole thing. Like, when the hormones started changing, the menopause came. I think that's what a lot of women say. They feel like they lost themselves. They feel like that's the person, they can't recognize the person. I think I'm still there, because I do my makeup, I do my hair, but I also still want, like, on a daily basis, when I'm home and I'm not going anywhere, I don't have to dress up, put on makeup. But I have had those days where I have my bonnet on, I'm walking around, and when I look in the mirror, I don't like it. I'm like just wearing a t-shirt, like an ugly t-shirt with holes. I don't want that. I'm going to get rid of all these things. And on a day also, when I'm home, I want to dress, because when you look good, you feel good, right? When you look good, you feel good. So even if I'm home and I'm cleaning, I'm on my day off, I'm not going anywhere, I should look good. I should look good for Yan. Poor Yan, I come here to look good for you. And Yan sometimes comes home with me having a bonnet on my head. I need to do that on a daily basis. So another thing is not planning and checking my planner daily. Yeah, because I am very, very good at planning, but sometimes there goes a day or two and I don't check, and I'm like, oh, I had to do that. So non-negotiable every day. I'm going to take, when I'm going after dinner, everything we sit to watch television while I'm knitting, I'm going to take my planner, and I'm going to be looking in my planner to see what had I planned, what did I do, what was I supposed to do yesterday and I did not do, so I can move it. So checking my planner daily, non-negotiable. Checking my bank account, I'm very, very bad at that, guys. We are very honest here, guys. We are very honest. I'm bad at checking my account. Sometimes just take the card, you shop, and then by the time you check the card, you're like, oops, So I'm not doing that. I'm going to be checking my card at least, I think, maybe let me say once a week, yeah, because I'm not shopping like every day. So I'm going to be checking my card once every week to make sure my finances are not going the direction I don't want them to go. Another non-negotiable for me is taking care of my hair and my skin. This is something I do, but again, like I said, life had been happening, and I think I was not doing the best job taking care of my skin and taking care of my hair. But I think we are back. We are back with the hair. I can see the hair is really, really actually healthy. I've been cutting also the ends. I've been doing my deep conditioners. I've started doing my masks, my face mask also. But there has been a time, I think the whole of last year, when I was not doing my best, I still moisturize every morning. I still moisturize every evening. Mostly I moisturize in the morning, but sometimes in the evening when I was too tired. But I need to get back to it, because I've always been taking care of my skin, and it would be stupid for me to stop at this age, So non-negotiable is for me moisturizing both morning and evening, doing my masks, both my skin, on my face, on my body, and my hair. I think as long as God has still blessed me with good hair, I should take care of it, right? Yeah, God has blessed me with good skin, good hair, I should take good care of it. So I will definitely be bettering myself. I think I'm going to do better than what I've been doing last year. Another thing is not going out. I'm going to be going out more. I think even some of you said, like, oh, Millie, want to see your out and about in what things you do when you're outside, because I love being inside, So I'm going to try to go outside a little bit more, go in cafes, go on these solo dates I've been talking about. Maybe go to the bibliothèque, what is it called, to the library, go learn my city. I've been living in this city, beautiful city, one of the most beautiful cities in Denmark, and I never go out to enjoy it unless I'm going with Jan. So I think that's going to be one of the goals, to be able to go at least, let me say, maybe once a month, go out in the city and explore, even if I'm alone. So these are my non-negotiables, guys. What are yours? What are the things you're like, this I have to do? This I have to do for my mental health. This I have to do for my body. This I have to do for my family. This is so important for me. And, there's nobody, nothing can stop me from doing this. I have to do it, So these are mine. What are yours? So let me know in the comment, guys, and I hope I can post this video. I hope I post some videos, so you have something to watch while I'm away. All right, thank you for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoy the video, and like, share, and subscribe. I never ask you guys to subscribe, but do subscribe. Don't just pass by. We do have fun here a lot. All right, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Oh, I'll see you in Spain, I guess. Okay.